Yeah, hello, welcome back. Today we're going to be checking out the best triple piston extender. Here is my triple piston extender. As you can see, it is absolutely tiny. It's only 1 block wide and 3 blocks tall. The cool thing about this one is it doesn't have any redstone on the other side of it. So if you wanted, you can definitely put more redstone or more pistons on this side and it'll still work just the same. And it also works with only a observer pulse. So it's really easy to install into any build. All you have to do is power this repeater with an observer. And there is the triple piston. Let me just show you guys a couple times. It's super fast too. But I'm going to be showing you guys how to make this one and this one at the very end. But just stick around if you guys actually want to see how you can make other variations of this exact same triple piston. The second triple piston extender is made by my Ewan. He's a good buddy of mine and I build a lot with him, so check out his channel. I'll put a link in the description below. But pretty much it's the exact same triple piston extender from this block to this block. The only difference is anything on the right. Pretty much all of them, the only difference is anything on the right, and they all have like different uses. But how it works is everything on the right controls the timing for this mess of observers that controls the triple piston. So how this one works is it uses 3 wooden shovels in this hopper. It goes back and forth and powers this comparator. And so this one's useful because it's a little bit smaller. You can squeeze it somewhere. You can put like 2 hoppers like this and maybe a redstone block here. If you remove this hopper right here, you can move this redstone block back and forth and control it pretty easily. But otherwise you need a constant power. And this one needs a observer that powers this repeater. So the difference between these two is this one you have to... This one's a little bit clunkier, it's a bit larger and you have to power it from this direction, while this one you can power it from sideways. So I'd say this one's a little bit more versatile. But let me just show you guys the whole concept of it and how it works. So this mess of observers right here is actually pretty well known. What we do is we power this observer, which powers the top piston. This one goes down here and powers the second piston. And then this one loops all the way around and powers this redstone dust. And as you can see, the reason people use this one before is because you have to power it 4 times and it'll finish the whole triple piston. So 1, 2, 3, and then 4. But it's a little bit slow and it's kind of hard to get a big loop like that because the timings are pretty long. And so what I realized was if you time it correctly, you can actually get it down to 3. So 1, 2. Oops, I messed it up. Let me try again. So the timings are very specific. 1, 2. It'll get it to here, and then you can power it again, and that is the full triple piston. So 1, 2, and then the final one, which is 3. So the first 2 have to be timed very specifically for this to work. And so how you time the first 2 is just with the repeater. You power this, it'll do the first 2, then you power it once more without going through the repeater, and it'll finish it. Power through here, power through there, and that is the triple piston extender. So pretty much this is really easy to squeeze in somewhere. You guys could probably, if you're in need of a triple piston extender, you probably already know how to use redstone. And so my guess is just with this, you guys can probably find a use for it. You have to power it with a 4-tick repeater and then power it a single time without going through the repeater. Or you can go through the repeater twice, but it's a little bit derpy. You can see it spams a lot at the very end here. So 1, 2. It's kind of ugly, so that's why you have to power it just a single time, because you don't really want that big mess. Here's just a little bit more compact way of doing exactly what I showed you there. So 4-tick repeater, except this time without the redstone dust. The repeater is sitting right on top of it. So there's one, and then you just put another repeater that locks this one. That'll finish it up. Let me show you. So it's the same thing as the one I just showed you right there. Same timings, it's just another method of doing it. Okay, so here's just a quick little example of when you can use these triple piston extenders. So this would be great for a top of a 6x6 vault door. So as you can see, they are completely unaffected by each other, and you can squeeze them right next to each other like this, and easily just squeeze a double piston right here, and some singles right there. So this would be a great 6x6 vault door for the top. As a little bonus, I also have a sideways triple piston extender. Of course, this can go to the right too. but this was created by a Discord member of mine named Pocarski. If you guys are interested, I also have a Discord where we just talk about redstone and share designs and whatnot. But yeah. So this is a super quick one. It just uses a button. The button can be down here, of course, too. And it's extremely small and easy to make. Okay, for the main section of the triple piston extender, I'm going to show you guys how to build the very first one and the second one. But first we have to build this section right here, which is exactly the same for both of them. So I'm just going to build this first, and then I'll show you guys the second part. So there's 3 pistons. Build a little platform for the redstone. Block here at the very top, next to this piston. Go back 1 observer, and you'll point it into the block like this. From this observer you go underneath, then point to the left. Then also put 1 pointing to the right. From the right side you go down 1, and then back to the left. The redstone dust right here, and that's pretty much it. Put redstone dust here, and then we can test it. This is the main section, but now I'm going to show you the second part, which is the add-on. So you go back 2 observers, make this one pointing down, just like that. Goes down again, to the left, and straight back up. Redstone dust here, repeater here, set to 4. Block, and then you just have an observer point into this repeater. You just put a lever there to test it for now. There we go. That is the triple piston extender. Now the other one is exactly the same, like I showed before. 3 sticky pistons facing down, and use the floor block. Block here, observer pointing to the top, observer pointing straight down to the left, to the right, straight down, back towards the center, redstone dust there. So it's a pattern that goes like this, and then 1 to the left. Redstone dust here. This time you take a comparator and hoppers. Oops. So comparator here, 2 hoppers that point into each other. Hold shift, you can put hoppers that point into each other like this. And then redstone torch block here, redstone torch here, lever there. And then you have to take some sort of weapon, or like a sword or something. Put 3 of them into this, one of the hoppers. Hit the lever, and it should reset itself, and there you go. Let me show you guys how to make this one. For this triple piston, it's extremely easy to make. Pretty much you just have 3 pistons pointing towards one side. This can also go to the left, or in any direction. On the back here, observer pointing straight up from this piston. 2 to the left, go up again, and then instead of going up, these ones go straight down. Take your repeaters, place one here and here. Both of them are set to 2 with redstone dust there. And that's actually the whole thing. You just have to take a button, place it here, and take your blocks, place one here and in front of this observer. And there's the triple piston extender. Yep, that's pretty much it. Extremely easy to make. One quick note, you guys don't have to use this method right here. You also can, if you don't have room in lengthwise, you can also make it go around in a circle. So if I have the 4 tick right here, you can also go 2 back from here to the right and then 1 like that, and it'll actually be the exact same thing. You just have to power the repeater again. But it's just resetting itself. There you go. So as long as it reads this repeater, makes a 4 tick loop back into this redstone dust. That's all that it needs to do, and it will power the triple piston. But anyways, if you guys enjoyed this video, leave a thumbs up, why won't you?